We need to discuss the story you turned in. Which story? The one about women trading their children for Hermes handbags. Right. I had forgotten. I am proud of that story. I found exactly what you asked for, on that tight deadline. It almost killed me, but I turned it around in a day. Are you only getting to it now? Yes. I finally took a look at it yesterday. It needs work. The reporting is stale. But I filed 6 weeks ago. It wasn't stale then. That's how it works here at super upscale sexy high-end young hip fashion beauty style shopping celebritygossip.com. We give you an impossible deadline and then, once you file your story, we ignore it for weeks. We finally look at it a few hours before it is supposed to run. And then we all get tense and browbeat the writer. It is exhilarating. I can make a few calls and freshen up the story. I am afraid it needs more than freshening up. I did not like the women you chose to profile. That blonde who said she stores her new Birkin in her kid's old room? What a freak. That was the best quote in the story. I took it out. These are supposed to be women our readers can relate to. What kind of sicko would store her handbag in the crib of the child she traded for it? I had to rewrite your whole story to make it more positive. I wish you had paid attention when I assigned you the piece. You did not say the story was supposed to be positive. I was thinking it. That should have been enough. Afterward, I passed it to my deputy editor. She said there were too many statistics in the story. The statistics were there to add some weight. If I claim something is a trend, I like to have numbers to back that up. The deputy editor cannot stand numbers. She cut all of the numbers out. Then she passed it to the executive editor, who reworked the deputy's rewrite. The executive editor thought your story was too long. She cut it from 1,500 words to 700 words. But you asked for 1,500 words. You should have known to make it shorter. After trying to salvage your story, the executive editor gave it to the editor-in-chief, and, well, and what? The editor-in-chief hates your story. It is too short, there are no statistics to back up your claim, and the women don't say anything controversial. I had all of that in my original story. You are kind of a diva. I suppose you will offer me a kill fee. Kill fee? No, we do not want to kill your story. We want you to re-report it with a different angle. The editor-in-chief thinks the piece would work better if it were not about women who trade their children for Birkin handbags, but about women who trade their Birkin handbags for children. That is not a different angle. That is an entirely new story. It should not take long to do. It will be much easier to report. We are sure this is happening. Someone I met at a dinner party told me a woman in her spinning class said her life coach had traded her handbag for a baby. Can you put me in touch with the life coach? No. This happened in 1983. And the bag was a Gucci tote, not a Birkin. And I forget who told me anyway. I need your new story first thing tomorrow, so I have time to ignore it for several weeks before I manhandle it some more. Please write it in the form of a charticle. Also, we are cutting your pay. Why? We pay by the word. Charticles have hardly any words. But they take the same amount of reporting. No freelancer has ever complained before. You are quite the prima donna. Now if you will excuse me, I am late for my blowout. My company car and driver are waiting downstairs. Last thing. You will have to copy-edit your own story. Why? We laid off all of our copy editors this morning.